Hey everyone, welcome to Mount Rainier National Park. As you may know, Mount Rainier is an active volcano, but you don't need to be worried about an eruption during your stay here. We have different instruments that collect data, such as this GPS station and this tilt meter, that collect data that scientists use to determine if an eruption is imminent. So we would evacuate the whole area if we knew that an eruption was coming. These GPS meters and tilt meters are important because they can measure if magma is building in the center of the volcano, because the volcano will begin to swell and the surface will begin to move a little bit. And the tilt meters and GPS things will be able to record that data. And now we're going to talk about volcanoes and the dangers of volcanoes.
So here we have a volcano. The circlish part that I'm drawing at the base of the volcano represents the magma chamber, which is where the magma and lava reside. Eruptions occur when magma forces its way through the Earth's crust and reaches the surface as lava. The eruption can either be very explosive over a short amount of time or less explosive over a longer period of time. More explosive eruptions have a large ash clouds, as you can see in the drawing. The next time Mount Rainier erupts, it will be more explosive than past eruptions. Alright, so here we have our volcano. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the large pyroclastic flow of lava. So this is a lava flow that'll most likely only reach the areas directly surrounding the volcano. It's very uncommon for the lava flow to really spread out and get into like cities and towns and things like that. We're going to talk about other things that could potentially be detrimental to the town. So things like fire bombs are definitely a threat. They're not too common, but when they do occur during eruptions, they are very dangerous. Aside from the lava flows and the fire bombs, we have large clouds of smoke. Of course, that's terrible for your breathing. Alright, so here's another volcano drawing, and on the right of this volcano we have a large collection of debris and mud, and this is called a lahar. Basically, a lahar is a large flow of mud and debris that flow down the volcano after the lava flow. As the lahar flows down and collects mud, it also collects trees and other debris along the way. A lahar may also have rocks, and other pieces of the landscape that were in the way of lava flow.
One of the most problematic things about lahars is that people often build houses and cities really close to where they might flow, possibly in riverbeds, around lakes, where lahars usually go through. In this case, I built one of my houses really far from the lahar, really far from the volcano, so it was safe. But I built one of my houses almost on the volcano, so it was swept up in the lahar and the lava flow, whereas Destiny was safe. This image is a map of the lahar flow zones of Mount Rainier. If an eruption were to occur, lahars would flood down these areas mapped in red, orange, and yellow. They would most likely destroy the cities of Greenwater, Puyallup, Tacoma, and many more due to the hot mud flows that take place in a lahar. You might not want to buy a house in one of these lahar zones in case of an eruption. That's it for today, folks. If you have any questions about this beautiful information video, feel free to ask one of our park rangers. Hope you have a wonderful time exploring the wilderness and volcano-ness of Mount Rainier National Park.